Good morning, children. Let's begin with the new lesson, lesson 3.2, The Night I Met Einstein by Jerome Whiteman. This lesson is a story. And when we read the title, The Night I Met Einstein, we understand that the story revolves around the experience of the writer, that is Jerome Whiteman, when he met Albert Einstein. Now, we all know Albert Einstein as an inventor, as a scientist, a physicist. But hardly any one of us know that Albert Einstein loved music. He was fond of playing violin. One of the images on your screens shows Albert Einstein playing violin. And he was also fond of piano. And he had in-depth knowledge of music. So this story is a recollection. Recollection means um, the writer Jerome Whiteman, he remembers. He remembers when the event when he met Albert Einstein and how Albert Einstein introduced him to the beauty of music and the evening which they spent together and how they listened to the best of music. So this is what the story tells us about. Let us begin with an anecdote. There's a story about a little conversation that took place between two legends, Albert Einstein and Charles Spencer Chaplin, whom we know as Charlie Chaplin. This conversation took place at a public event and it went somewhat like this. Albert Einstein told Charlie Chaplin, "What I most admire about your art is your universality. You don't say a word, yet the world understands you." We all have seen the movies of Charlie Chaplin. They do not have dialogues, but still we understand everything. And that's what he appreciates, he admires. He admires the art of Charlie Chaplin. And he complimented Charlie Chaplin that you don't say a word, still everyone understands what you wish to convey. To this, Charlie Chaplin replied. He said, "True, but your glory is even greater. The whole world admires you, even they don't understand a word of what you say." And Charlie Chaplin told, in fact, he complimented Albert Einstein that uh, the whole world admires you, respects you, looks up to you, even though they do not understand a single word of what you say, of what you write. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity is very famous. We all know about it. But how many of us understand it? We have to go into the depths of physics in order to understand it. But still, Charlie Chaplin says that the whole world is admiring you, respect you. We all respect Albert Einstein. And he says that's the reason why Albert Einstein's glory is greater than him. So, two great legends complementing each other. Let us introduce the lesson. The text type is a story. And now let's go to the key points. This story is taken from Reader's Digest edition of November 1955. Reader's Digest is a magazine and it was published in its edition of November 1955. Now, this Reader's Digest classic, the story is considered to be a classic story. It was published under the title My Most Unforgettable Character. And this story offers a lesson in life and music from the most brilliant mind in the world. So here the unforgettable character and the brilliant mind in the world for the writer Jerome Whiteman was Albert Einstein. and when he met Albert Einstein, how he got a lesson in life and music. That is what the story highlights. Now, we all know Albert Einstein as a German-born theoretical physicist who had developed a theory of relativity. And Albert Einstein frequently played classical music as brainstorming technique. In order to generate new ideas, he used to frequently play classical music. He was fond of playing violin and piano. The Night I Met Einstein by Jerome Whiteman. Now let's know about the author Jerome Whiteman. Jerome Whiteman was born in 1913 and he died in 1998. He was an American playwright and novelist. So he used to write plays and novels. In 1960, he won the Pulitzer Prize for his work, a musical drama titled Fiorello. So in 1960, he was awarded with Pulitzer Prize, an award for achievement in newspaper, magazine, and online journalism, literature, and musical composition in United States. And he won this renowned Pulitzer Prize for his musical drama Fiorello. Now, Fiorello is a musical drama about New York City Mayor Fiorello during World War I. He collaborated with George Abbott, Jerry Bock, and Sheldon Harnick too for its music and lyrics. So, this work Fiorello, it was a collaboration. Collaboration means they worked jointly. So Jerome Whiteman, he worked together with George Abbott, Jerry Bock, and Sheldon Harnick for Fiorello's music and lyrics. His book, I Can Get It For You Wholesale, has also been used for a movie of the same name. So a movie is made on his book, I Can Get It For You Wholesale. So this is about Jerome Weidman, the author of the lesson, The Night I Met Einstein. Now, children, we'll go to the next video and begin with the lesson.